Hello, everyone. We are Group 8, and our AT TED Talk is called Dimming Distractions. So before we begin, we do have a short video to show you all. And while you're watching the video, please consider the question, how many hours of sleep will this group of PA students get the night before their pediatric exam? And so when I say this group of students, I do mean the 6 of us. We are the group of students in the video. So go ahead and watch this one.
How many hours are you gonna sleep tonight?
7 hours.
How many hours did you sleep?
4 hours.
How many hours are you gonna sleep?
8 hours.
8 hours. How many hours did you sleep?
4.5.
Oh my god. How many hours are you gonna sleep tonight?
I'm gonna sleep 8 hours.
8 hours. How many hours did you sleep?
5 hours.
How many hours are you gonna sleep tonight?
7 hours.
How many hours did you sleep?
4.
Really?
Yeah.
How many hours are you sleeping tonight?
8 hours. How many hours did you sleep?
3 hours. How many hours are you gonna sleep tonight?
7 hours.
Okay, so that was definitely very different from the initial expectation of how many hours we were all going to sleep that night. So that brings us to our problem statement. Whether it's doom scrolling or using our iPads late into the night to study for upcoming exams, we all spend a lot of time on our screens. So our official statement is PA students need methods to reduce screen time before bed because it will improve sleep quality and duration. So with that, I'll bring it over to Denise for the next segment.
So for evidence to support this project, we looked at Healthy People 2030 and noted that the goal to increase the proportion of adults who get enough sleep was getting worse. Additionally, CDC data shows that the percentage of adults not getting enough sleep has not improved from 2013 to 2022. As we all know, sleep is a vital process for our bodies to recharge. Some of the many benefits that sleep provides is hormone regulation, memory consolidation, cardiovascular health maintenance, immune system strengthening, and CNS waste removal. With this in mind, studies have shown that poor sleep hygiene can lead to significant morbidity, which can contribute or exacerbate a variety of medical and psychiatric conditions. Additionally, poor sleep quality is significantly associated with higher levels of stress. For PA students specifically, this higher level of stress from lack of sleep negatively impacts academic performance and memory consolidation. Overall, by improving sleep hygiene in PA students, there is potential to improve sleep across other graduate students and contribute to sleep hygiene goals recommended by Healthy People 2030 and the CDC. When conducting our needs assessment, our data showed that a majority of PA students have knowledge of good sleep habits, but more than 50% of these students do not practice these habits. The 3 most common barriers to quality sleep were rigorous schedules, environmental distractions, and bedtime habits. Specifically, screen time before bed was the most significant barrier for PA students. With consideration of this, as well as our available resources, we decided that our sleep hygiene intervention should focus on reduction of screen time in order to improve sleep quality and duration.
There were several considerations that we wanted to address with our intervention. Our project participates in advocacy for PA students by providing strategies and resources for better sleep in order to empower them to improve mental health and overall well-being. Cultural humility is observed by acknowledging that there are different cultural attitudes towards rest or sleep and stress or work, but our intervention is grounded in evidence-based research. We take into consideration health literacy by providing our intervention and sleep resources using a flyer with simple words, graphics, and easy-to-follow video tutorials. We are promoting equity and inclusion by using participants from all 3 PA classes in order to collect information from different points of the program, such as didactic or clinical years. And we also are including asynchronous strategies and making our intervention low cost. And lastly, we are being trauma informed by using a survey collection method that is confidential and prioritizes the autonomy of the participants. For our intervention, we decided on a 1-week-long intervention during Sleep Awareness Week, where participants will turn on their phone's grayscale mode at least 1 hour before bed. An example of the change to grayscale can be found on the images in the slide. We measured participants' hours of sleep, hours of screen time before bed, and other variables using a pre-test and a post-test, which will be discussed later in our presentation. In addition to the grayscale, we provided additional sleep hygiene resources in the form of an electronic flyer pictured on the left side of the slide that was emailed along with instructions for how to turn on the grayscale in a video tutorial. These additional resources include research from the National Sleep Foundation, a sleep tracking app, and a sleep diary. In addition to the sleep hygiene resources, we collaborated with Give Hugs, a lifestyle and mental wellness company that sells weighted stuffed animals, and handed out their products to supplement the intervention. To further encourage participation, we also raffled a special sleep kit with donated sleep hygiene supplies for one lucky participant. So what does the research say regarding our chosen intervention? Studies show that design friction interventions like grayscale are able to reduce screen time, which plays a large role in sleep hygiene. In addition to design friction, reduction in blue light exposure can lead to a reduction in melatonin suppression, leading to improved sleep cycles. In regards to our supplemental resource, the Give Hugs weighted blankets have been shown to significantly reduce anxiety and improve sleep quality.
So by the conclusions of our 1-week sleep hygiene intervention, we aim for at least 50% of PA student participants to increase their average nightly sleep duration by a minimum of 30 minutes. In addition, we set goals for at least half of the participants to consistently adhere to the grayscale screen intervention throughout the week, reduce pre-bedtime screen use by at least 10%, and confidently identify and explain at least 2 sleep hygiene resources they utilize to improve their sleep, with the ability to share this strategy with fellow PA students. Our study sample consisted of 26 participants, including 2 males and 24 females. The cohort was primarily composed of 23 third-year students, along with 2 second-year students and 1 first-year student, with an average age of 27. At baseline, participants reported an average of 6.3 hours of sleep per night and approximately 61.6 minutes of screen time used before bed. Additionally, 65% of participants initially indicated confidence in their ability to identify and explain at least 2 sleep hygiene resources to a peer. So following the intervention, 23 out of the 26 participants successfully adhered to the full week of grayscale intervention, demonstrating strong feasibility and compliance. Post-intervention data show a meaningful improvement in sleep behaviors, with participants averaging 7 hours of sleep per night. Screen time use before bed was reduced substantially to an average of 31.5 minutes per night. Furthermore, confidence in sleep hygiene knowledge improved markedly, with 100% of participants reporting that they could identify and explain at least 2 effective sleep hygiene resources to another PA student.
Overall, 88% of our participants completed the full week of grayscale intervention.
80% of total participants noted an increase in about 30 minutes of sleep time per night, going from 6.3 hours to 7 hours. This signifies an increase in average hours of sleep by 40 minutes per night. Screen time after using grayscale was also significantly reduced from an average of 61.6 minutes before bed per night to 31.5 minutes, a 49% decrease in screen time used before bed. In addition, 65% of the participants felt confident in identifying and explaining two sleep hygiene resources to another PA student, increased to 100% of the participants. As a result, all of our 4 objectives were met. From this result, we can conclude that grayscale mode serves as a low barrier sleep hygiene strategy, particularly helpful for those who struggle with complete device avoidance before bed. And the primary value of the grayscale mode lies in reducing physiological attraction to devices. By doing so, this allows reduction in screen time usage, as well as blue light exposure and improving sleep quality and duration. Many participants also noted that their phone screen felt less engaging and satisfying to use. In addition, 11.5% of participants stated that the weighted animal resource provided by Hugs was the most helpful in addition to the grayscale intervention. In regards to our limitation of the intervention, we noticed that there was an uneven proportion of demographics. This includes uneven number of male to female ratio of 2 to 24, and an uneven number of participants from each cohort, which could have been due to different scheduling and workload. Since our intervention was only for a week, it would have been better if we could conduct the intervention for a longer duration to see how the results could have changed. Another limitation was the inability to control other external factors such as the sleep environment and the varying clinical schedules. Some future ideas include conducting a longer duration and consistent use of grayscale, such as going from instead of 1 week to making it 4 weeks, removing physical electronic device from the bedroom to maintain the bedroom as a space only for sleep, integration with existing sleep hygiene counseling, and time-based screen cessation, such as stopping devices after 9 p.m. From the pre and post test, we expected that through this intervention, participants will have improved sleep, and we expected a reliant participant engagement due to the high incentives from Hugs. For unexpected results, we did not expect the grayscale intervention to decrease screen time use in our participants by 50%, which was unexpectedly higher than anticipated compared to our original objective of reducing screen time by at least 10%. We also did not expect over 85% of the participants to be able to successfully complete the week 1 intervention, which indicates the major success of our intervention. Although we acknowledge the 1 week of intervention is short, we also understand that a lot goes in a week of PA students' schedule and did not expect to have such a successful turnout.
For our star wish, one of our stars we identified as our group being able to achieve all of our intervention objectives. As stated earlier, some of these objectives included increasing sleep duration by at least 30 minutes, adhering to the entirety of the 1 week grayscale intervention, reducing screen time before bed, identifying at least 2 resources that they utilized, and expressing comfort sharing at least 2 sleep hygiene resources with another PA student. We learned that we met these objectives as indicated by at least 50% of participants in our post-test responses. Another star is our good outreach effort that led to high participant engagement, meaning our collaboration with Give Hugs. Through consistent and open communication with Give Hugs, our group was able to secure about 25 weighted stuffed animals to be distributed as an incentive for participants. As stated again earlier, 11.5% of these participants stated that the weighted stuffed animal was the most helpful sleep resource in comparison to the grayscale intervention. Our wish would have been to incorporate more of an educational component by utilizing articles from the National Sleep Foundation during Intervention Week. We were given a plethora of resources through the website for National Sleep Foundation that we decided to share with participants. However, we did not incorporate the articles, resources, or tools from the website as much as we could have for our study. We wish that we took more time to identify any helpful resources that could have further supported our intervention. So our call to action includes number one, our class. Seeing the effectiveness of our intervention, we hope that our class feels empowered to make simple positive changes to improve our well-being. Secondly, we challenge other PA programs to introduce similar interventions and resources for students to practice good sleep hygiene. Lastly, we encourage the rest of our class to spread awareness regarding the importance of sleep hygiene, especially in rigorous academic settings. This concludes our study. Thank you. And here are our citations.